Pat Barkman, and today I'd like to talk to you about annuals. I grow my own frequently under a grow light in the basement. So to grow your own, it's wise to have your seeds sorted from the year before. And now these are seeds that I've grown in 2019. And as you can see, I've labeled the yogurt container both on the side and in the interior, tall red zinnias here. And these are easily stacked, and you can also use them to dry your seeds out, because if you don't dry your seeds out, then you have mold. The other way to store them is either in little tea bag containers, not the bag itself, but the little packet that it comes in, or in envelopes. And a good way to dry your seeds out is to put them on a cookie sheet that has a piece of paper towel on it. Now, this drawer fits into a set of drawers in the hall, and you can see that I've got several kinds of packets here of the fennel, which we saw hosting the tiger swallowtail, and other kinds of peas and beans that have been grown in 2019 so that I could plant them in 2020. When you're marking your containers, you need a laundry pen. Otherwise, you lose what it is that you are growing, and then you have mystery seeds that aren't any good because you don't know what they are. But one of the good things about growing your own seeds is that you recognize the seeds in the garden when they're just little guys, and as opposed to the weed seeds, which if you can recognize them as teeny weeny things and clip them off then you save yourself hours of work later. And it's very difficult to keep organized because you're always gathering seeds, trying to find a place for them, having a seed exchange with a friend like my friend Sarah or Mary Williams, and it takes some doing to get yourself organized that way, but it's well worth it. It's a great delight in February or March to watch a little seedling grow that you've harvested the previous year. I grow them under a grow light. I usually take soil in from the compost heap in the fall, so that in the winter I can have a bunch of soil to pot up. And when there's a danger of what they call damping off, you can put some of that soil in the microwave, or you could buy some potting soil too. But if you want the inexpensive way, get some soil, put it in the microwave, and top the pot off with that sanitized soil. And then it has to be under a grow light or a fluorescent light that has heat. I tried this past year with a grow light. I thought it was a grow light. It didn't have the heat. And when I wrapped the plastic around the light, there wasn't enough warmth produced to make the seeds grow. They sprouted, but they didn't grow. So you need that heat. If you could, I don't know, arrange something like a furnace underneath it or a heating pad underneath it, that would work with the light and the heat. But a fluorescent light that does produce heat is a very good way to have a grow light. This is the setup I used to harden the plants off. They came from the basement, and I put them in the wheelbarrow and then put this plexiglass on top and rolled the wheelbarrow out into the sun so that the plants could get the heat of the sun, and if it were windy, I'd leave the plexiglass on, but then gradually I take the plexiglass off so that the plants can get hardened off. I've planted all those plants, and you'll see them in the garden in a minute. So I planted the cosmos from seed and the bachelor buttons. One year I planted the poppies by seed. This is a single, and you can see that it probably came out of the same group of poppies that this one did. These are the Irish poppies, and now they've taken over. The self-seed themselves. With the bachelor buttons, that gorgeous blue turns to a faded blue, and now it's getting ready to develop its seed. I hope it will develop its seed, and I can harvest it and perhaps have another packet of seeds to start for next year. I'm Pat Barkman, and if you've enjoyed this video, please press like. See you next time.